Welcome back. You're watching Business Morning on Channels Television. Let's talk commodities now. I'm being joined on the program by Amaka Ajaegbu, who is a research analyst with Financial Derivatives Company. We'll be taking a look at some of the burning issues, of course, for the week. Good morning to you, Amaka. It's great to have you join me again on the program.
Thank you for having me.
So, Amaka, of course, the story these days is all about the FX. Nobody really is talking about anything outside of that.
Yes.
Let's start, first of all, with taking a look at some of the burning issues as highlighted in FDC's report for today.
Yeah. Okay, so the focus, as you said, is on the CBN's intervention policy in the markets. So as you said earlier on, they've opened this window for $20,000 to each enterprise, each small to medium enterprise, which is a good step in the direction, is a right step in the path towards pulling the economy out of a recession, because SMEs play a dynamic role in every developing economy. You see them in every scope of the economy, be it in finance, be it in fast-moving consumer goods. So they've been starved of forex because they don't have the scale or scope economies to effectively demand for dollars prior to the CBN's intervention policies. So now that they have access to dollars, this is going to help them remain in the market and also push us towards a recovery. And
so you have this special intervention looking at SMEs with asset base ranging between 5 million to 500 million naira. Yes. Do we really have that in Nigeria?
Yes, we do. We have a lot of SMEs. And go into Balogun market, for example. Okay. You know, there's the guys who sell electronics, the guys who sell clothes. People actually underestimate them, but they actually have asset bases worth 5 million and above. So yes, so it's important to give them the right business environment for them to thrive, which will also help the economy in the long run.
But then you see, there's also been cases of some of these companies being complicit in round tripping and, further, exacerbating speculation in the market. Do you think that will reduce, or do you think it will increase?
Okay, so it's only profitable to go ahead with round tripping if there's an avenue for you to gain some money in the markets, given the disparity between the official rates and the parallel rates. But as we see with CBN's intervention policies, you can see the gap closing. And mind you, it's only a few culprits that we have who partake in this round tripping. The rest are actually trying to move their businesses forward, but they don't have the access to the funds that they need to move their businesses forward. So I believe that round tripping will become less of a problem as the gap between the official rates and the parallel rates closes.
But we still have that rate still almost at 100 naira, yes. And it's still a cause of concern. Yesterday, the Bureau of Exchange Operators actually had a special meeting here in Lagos to talk about this, and it seems as if it's one day, one trouble for that segment of the market. But for how much longer? Everybody keeps asking this question, and I know we sort of always get answers to it. But for how much longer do you think the Central Bank of Nigeria will be able to sustain this and try to converge those rates at the market?
Okay, so there was a lot of skepticism in the markets because at a point in time, like the average price of oil in March was significantly lower than that in February. So people were wondering, like, is the CBN going to be able to maintain its intervention in the market, given that the fundamentals are down? But as we see now, this morning, oil prices are trading at $56.04. So you can see an improvement in oil prices, given the different stakeholders who are trying to make sure that the market is rebalanced up. Our oil production is up, given the fact that, the Vice President has visited the region 6 times in the past 3 months. So, and that is the highest you've ever seen from anyone in that office visiting the region. So you can see that the federal government and also the external market is making the environment conducive for the CBN to keep up with these policies. But obviously we have to also look at the trade-off between investment dollars and dollars for consumption and tradables. Right now it's focused on consumption and tradables, but the time will come when we have to acknowledge the fact that we need roads, we need aviation infrastructure, we need power infrastructure, and where are we going to get the dollars from? We're going to get it from the dollars to which the CBN is using to intervene right now. So that trade-off is going to propel policy towards an adjustment in the naira, which would bridge the gap between the official rates and the parallel rates.
Good point there, Amaka. Talk a little bit more about this this imports of eligible finished and semi-finished items, which is the reason why the central bank says it's selling dollars to the SMEs in the first place.
Yes, so the eligible finished and semi-finished goods like electronics, that we don't really produce electronics in this region, and we need our electronics. So these importers of electronics will have the access to the funds to pay to their wholesalers or retailers abroad, which would help them bring it into the country. So that's just an example of some of the eligible and non-eligible goods which we actually need in the country, which we don't produce. So this is what the CBN means by.
All right. Okay. So that's comforting. At least it will also help if the Central Bank of Nigeria clearly spells out what these eligible finished and semi-finished items are, so that nobody takes advantage of any ambiguous statements. But taking a look at the domestic agri prices as we have them at the moment, it seems as if we're kind of benefiting from where the global agri prices are as well at the moment.
Yes, so right now, grains, the market for grains and the market for cocoa and sugar are actually trading relatively bearish due to reasons ranging from weather conditions, ranging from policies in certain major producers of these commodities. So as net importers of these commodities, with a price revision downwards, it benefits us because we don't need to pay as much for the amount we were importing. So yes, that helps us. But then for cocoa, as exporters of cocoa, with cocoa trading lower, it doesn't help us because we are getting less because of the price.
But then supply fundamentals continue to weigh on those prices, like you mentioned.
Yes.
Okay, so we've got about 2 days before Good Friday holiday, and it seems as if prices are still kind of flattish at the market. No certain knee-jerk reactions from them.
Yes, and this is because manufacturers and producers are waiting to sell off their inventory, which they bought. Some bought their inventory at rates of 520, so they still have those inventories on hold. So they have to sell off those inventories in order to cover their average cost, because no one will want to sell at a loss. Some of these manufacturers have been running on losses, so they will wait and see also if there's clarity with the CBN's policies and sustainability, and also wait to sell off their inventory before they revise prices.
Amaka, it's great to have you on the program today, and thank you so much for your perspective.
Thank you for having me.
As always.